Hi there, stampers and crafters, and welcome to my online class. Today we're going to be playing with the January 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and it is called Sending Hearts. And it is just an adorable kit, great for Valentine's Day, but you could use this for other occasions. I was really excited to get it. I got it yesterday afternoon, immediately ripped it open and started not only playing with the kit, but playing with some alternate ideas for you. So I'm going to share what's in the kit, how to make everything per the instructions in the kit. We'll do that really quickly because they're very easy. And then I'm going to show you some stepped up alternate cards that I made using the same products. I think you're really going to like these. So these are the cards that actually the kit actually makes. So right out of the instructions, this is what they make. And every month I do a Paper Pumpkin video sharing what's in the kit. And sometimes I do a separate video with alternate projects, and sometimes they are combined. Today, this is the mega issue where we're going to be doing both all at the same time. And these are the stepped up versions of alternate cards that I'm going to be sharing with you. Really fun, great festive cards for right about now. So let's jump into what is in this kit. This is January. It's obviously Valentine's Day is coming up, and we always like to plan a little bit ahead. So I've got the cards out here. I'll share them back in a minute. Let's take a peek inside, shall we? So our kit, and they're always awesome kits, and I feel like every month they just get better and better. Inside the kit, we have everything we need to create the cards as the instructions say. The only thing you need in addition to what's inside this kit is maybe a pair of scissors. So when we open up our kit, every month we get an ink spot. Every month it's a different color. This month it is Poppy Parade. And so it's a mini ink spot to match our larger sized ink pads. It uses the exact same ink, so that you can actually use these on and on just by re-inking them with the same re-inkers that we would use here. It's great for building your ink pad collections. If you're new, you get to add on to your colors. These also work great with the Stamparatus, and if you happen to be going away and wanting to be bringing some projects with you, they're small and easy to travel with. Next, we have our stamp set. So every kit comes with a stamp set. And this one, let's see if I can, face it the right way. There we go. This one's all based on love. We've got hearts, we've got love, we've got, hey Valentine, sending love your way, XO, and the cute little snail. So there's a couple really fun little pieces in there. In addition, we have this little flyer that tells us about an add-on to the kit. So a lot of times people really get excited about making cards. Sometimes these kits, well, most of the time they're cards, but sometimes they're 3D projects. And sometimes when they are 3D projects, people who like cards are like, oh, I really like cards. So I always show you, how to do a card with it, even if it isn't originally a card. This time they did something fun. So it's card kit, but you can purchase an add-on to it. In my online store. These are still available on my online store, and they make mini boxes, and they are so adorable here. If you click on the resource page at stampwithtami.com or click on the link in this video's description, you'll be taken right to my page, and you can actually see these. They are super cute. I forgot to get them. When Paper Pumpkin was, it was last month that we subscribed to it. The subscription period ends on the 10th of the month, and these weren't available until January 1st, and all the hubbub with the celebration and the new catalog and everything else that was coming out, I completely forgot to get my add-on to the kit. So today we're just going to be playing with the kit straight up, but I have to tell you, those add-ons are adorable. Okay, so inside we've got, these are enamel stick-on dots, and they are in Blushing Bride, and they are just yummy. Very, very nice. And then we've got some ribbon, and I've got some open, so I'm just going to show you that. This is black ribbon. It's like a satin, really thin ribbon here. Very nice. This will go with a lot of different things, and you've got a whole spool here. It's not just a little bit of it. That's a lot of ribbon. And our dimensionals, which are pop dots, which I love to use on everything. So they always give us extra of that, and I always use them. So we have envelopes. So not only does, what a great deal, right? Not only does everything come included, but you also get the envelopes here. These are pretty red envelopes this time. In addition to that, we have, let's jump over and look at our card bases. So the kit is going to make, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of each card base. So there's 8 cards total, and there's 2 different patterns. So we've got this, it's like a squared pattern I want to call it like a boho pattern. And then we've got diagonal stripes on Blushing Bride. So these are our 2 card bases. And then we've got our pieces that go in addition to that. So we've got one card is going to have hearts on it. So we've got our heart pieces all ready for that. And the other one has these cute little mailboxes on it. So we've got the pieces for that. Welcome aboard, everybody. It is so great to see you guys. I was excited getting on this morning or this afternoon and being able to play with you guys today is just, I'm having a hard day today. My grandmother isn't doing well, and it's been just kind of a rough day. And I was really, really happy to be able to get on and stamp because I need it. You know, sometimes you just need that stamp therapy. Today, I just need it. So these are tags that go along with the kit. And then we've got words. We've got the word love here. I'm going to talk about this word, the love in the script here in just a minute. If you love the love, I'm going to show you a really quick, cool, easy way that you can continue on even after you use all these up. Then we've got some scallops, and we've got our little tags. And then we've got mini glue dots. So if you don't have glue dot or adhesive, you can use these. These are fantastic little stick-ons that puts everything together. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your, I appreciate your thoughts, you guys. It means a lot to me. It's just, you know, when you have one of those days where you really just want to just dive in and escape into your crafting project. That's where I'm at today. And if I can say this, COVID sucks. It absolutely sucks. And that is all. I know a lot of you out there know what I'm saying. That is all. All right, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is stamp exactly as the projects are in this box. So let's get started with that. The instructions are here, but you don't need them because I'm going to show you how to make these right away. So this is the instructions here. If you weren't following along, you could totally I think you could do these without the instructions. I'm one of those visual people, I'm sure a lot of you can relate, that just make them as you see them, and they always end up slightly different, but this time I think you can do it. Let's go ahead and make them. I'm going to make these cards real quick, and then we'll go and do the alternate projects. All right. Oh, thank you guys. And Amy, I am so sorry to hear about your mom's ovarian cancer. Cancer sucks, too. It sucks. I have a good friend that passed away from ovarian cancer. I think your mom's going to be a fighter. I'll pray for her. We are going to make both cards at the same time. Sometimes I'll do them individually, but this time I'm going to do them both at the same time. And I'm probably not going to follow the instructions to the T. I'm not even going to read them because I already made the cards. I'm just gonna go with it. All right. Oh, Denmark. Wow. Thanks for joining me. That's exciting. I love it when we're international. So I've already kind of pulled the pieces that we need for each card out. The only thing I need is the word love, because we love the love. There we go. So that will go with our hearts. All right, so I'll start with our stamping. I'm just going to move our card bases up a little bit. And I'm going to use my full-size pad since it's already out. And I'm missing one more little teeny piece in here. Just when I think I've got everything out and ready for you guys. Boom, missing something. There we go. If you're new to Paper Pumpkin and this is your first kit, you will get a block. I think it's a D block that will come with your kit. And so you can actually use that with your stamps and take the stamps off and on the same block. They just peel right off here, and you can just keep reusing the same block. You only get that with your very first one, but you can purchase blocks in my online store if you don't have them. So I'm stamping the word you. I'm using my full size here instead of the mini. I'm saving my minis. I'm saving those for a special occasion. And we've got the words sending love. That's going to go on this banner. We got lots of loves for this Paper Pumpkin. I can see it out there. So we've got a little bit of heart and flowers, and that is going to go right in here next to the mailbox. And lastly, we're going to take this really fun heart and stamp it right in the middle of our heart. There we go. So we've got our pieces all stamped. We will move this out of the way. I'm also going to point out really quickly, if you are, let's see if I can find it. If you have this paper pumpkin, you're getting this paper pumpkin, I have inserts for this kit. I have inserts actually going all the way back through 1918. That's a lot of paper pumpkins. Kidding. All the way back to 2018. So we go back a couple of years here. You can put these in the stamp cases and store them on your shelf with the rest of your stamps. So that way they're easy to get at and a great way to build on your collection. So again, click on the resource page here or go to stampwithtami.com and click on the paper pumpkin button, and that will bring you to this information. Okay, so we've done our stamping. Now all we have left is some assembly, and the assembly on these are really easy. I'm just going to bring in my trusty rusty silicone mat here, and instead of using the mini glue dots that came in the kit, I'm going to use a snail adhesive. I'm going to take some and just put that right along the edge of this for the black scallop. And I'm going to do the same with the heart on the bottom edge. So the heart's a little bit smaller piece. It's got a little bit of a smaller scalloped edge here. And we will put that right on the bottom. And then we've got, and take some of that ribbon and tie that right around the front. I love making Valentine's Day projects. They make me happy. There's just something, I don't know, something about Valentine's Day. Maybe it's just sharing the love. I always love when it's Valentine's Day. When it comes around, it's funny because in the crafting world, we're always like a holiday ahead. So we start making our Valentines in December, right? And December, you're thinking it's Christmas time, right? So it's a nice break after Christmas to jump into some hearts and start making new holiday projects. And I am so sorry. You know, there's nothing more nerve-wracking than trying to tie a bow when you're live, and this is not working for me. And you know what? I'm just going to go with the knot this time and hope that you will forgive me. If you ever get frustrated with the bow, turn it into a knot. Why not? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put some of those Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of all of these pieces. So there's going to be a little pop in your cards, which I'm a big fan of. Now on this little tiny banner, sometimes they give us mini dimensionals, and they didn't this time, so I'm just cutting a little piece of the edge off because you never want to waste. But I felt like the full dimensional was just a little bit too big for that piece. Okay, so we'll go ahead and remove all of those backings. I almost feel like it's a race whenever I put these on to see how quickly I can take the backings off of all of them. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and put this on here with a little love. That can go straight or at an angle, I think. They both look good. We'll put the U on there. And then on this one, we're going to go ahead and put our mailbox panel down. And before we put this one down, we're going to put, I pre-tied this one, so no embarrassing moments there with trying to tie the knots. And I'm going to, the glue dots that came in the kit work great for that. I happen to have a roll handy, so I'm going to use that. And we're just going to put that right there. And then this banner is going to go over it. That was a really small bow. You can barely see it underneath there. You know what? I'm going to rearrange that so it's not hidden. I'm going to put that there. I think I'm going to put the bow underneath that like that. Just cause I want to do something just slightly different. Okay, so these are the cards as they are, as per the instructions for the January 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit. And if you subscribed, hopefully you'll be getting yours any day now. Feel free to pop back in and check out the replay on this video anytime, so that you can watch that and see the different see how to create it, but also see the alternates as well. I am also giving away 2 of these Paper Pumpkin Kits. That's right, 2. One immediately following this live broadcast. We are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. So I'm live on both channels simultaneously, so it doesn't matter which one you prefer, I'm here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button too if you are new and haven't subscribed to my channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of these fun classes. And also I have prize patrol with every class, so you want to just drop a comment here on the video to enter. And if you share this video onto one of your social media platforms and type the word shared into the comments, I'll enter you a second time into the replay drawing. So one live, one on February 3rd. So that gives you some time if you're watching the replay to be able to enter and win this kit. I also have a free PDF. Oh, there it is. Okay. I also have a free PDF for you on the resource page. I do this with every class. So this free PDF is actually for the, these, you won't need them on the 2 that we just made because they're already pre-cut for you. But the alternate cards that I'm about to make, you are going to want them for. So you can just click on over to stampwithtami.com and click on free video classes, or click the resource page link in this video's description. All right, so here we go. These are my 2 alternate cards. First thing that jumped out at me when I saw the kit and I opened it up, I knew that it was going to coordinate with the Snailed It suite. I saw the snails and I was like, oh, they look just like, you know, they're going to blend right in. And I love it when they do that because it means we get extra mileage out of it. Now I'm going to be playing with the Snailed It suite for our blog hop video on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. That's a little hint at what's coming. The second thing that jumped out to me that I didn't expect and I didn't know was how much these pieces of that stamp set and even the word love here matches the Forever and Always bundle. And what I mean by that is, so Forever and Always is part of the Love You Always suite in the new mini catalog. But the word love here in this, it's a, you know, the stamp here, the word love that comes in this stamp set. Check it out. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. It is exactly the same size as the one that's in the kit. So if I stamp this in black, we have the exact same word that's in here. Can you see that? Exactly the same size and everything. Right? So right away I was like, oh, opportunities. I love it. I love that. So that means I can take the dies from the coordinating die set, because this has a coordinating die set that I just threw all over the table. Wouldn't be a video if I didn't throw something around, right? So it has got the words love and always, and it's got 2 versions of each, a thin one and a thicker one. And then we've got a couple of other pieces here. We've got a couple of banners. So I took that thicker die for the word love and I cut it out, and bam, we have, this is the one I stamped and cut out. This is the one that comes in the kit. You know what I'm saying? So when you run out of these, you can always make more. All right, so that's my tip number 1, because it matches exactly to this kit, so you can expand and make more. All right, so next, I'm actually going to build on that to make these cards. But I also want to share with you something, and this ends today, but this actual bundle, and I did not know this, actually this is the Forever foil kit that I have available. Today's the very last day for this. And I've had it available for a little while. This is the last day to order it. I did not know when I got my Paper Pumpkin kit that this was going to match my Forever Foil class that actually has this bundle in it. So it's a great offer. It's a great deal. It's actually 2 classes. It is the for the Forever and Always bundle, and for the it's the whole suite. The Love You. There's 2 stamp sets, and there's 2 stamp sets and die sets in the suite. So it's an awesome deal. There's 3 different kits that you can purchase. But if you love what you see here, pop on over to my blog today, because that is only available through today. If you don't already have that one, it's one of my favorites. Okay. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, I pre-cut using the rectangle dies, the panels here. And I'll just pull those out. So I am using, also from that Love You Always suite, the same one that the stamp set came from, I'm using the foil because I figured, well, it coordinates well with that suite. Let's just let's roll with it and use some more pieces from the suite. So the foil comes with 3 different colors. There's Sahara Sand, there's Blushing Bride, and then there's, is it Flirty Flamingo? Rococo Rose. Rococo Rose. Okay, so I use the Sahara Sand and the Blushing Bride for our 2 frame panels on this one. And then I went and took the card bases. So these are the card bases that are in the kit. But, you know, if you cut these in half, you can layer them on top of your cards, and you can get, you know, use a white base, and then you can get even more out of that, right? So I went ahead and did that. I went ahead and took some more. These are the stitched rectangle dies that I cut with. I went ahead and cut one frame smaller out of that, out of those out of the card bases to create these. Okay, so those were cut out of the card bases, and then I went ahead and I took. Let's see, we're going to use the word love, so let's put that over here. I took the heart and I took the mailbox and I cut them out. So they came already on these sheets here, so I cut them out. So just using paper, trimmer, I cut them out. All right, and then I am going to do some die cutting. But before I do, I want to take those words "you" that was in that set that comes in the kit. Now, I just stamped that in some. We were using Poppy Parade. So I'm just going to really quickly clean off the Poppy Parade because I'm going to use the Memento Black on this. Go ahead and ink that up and stamp that. And this was just a frame that came in the kit. All right. So I'm just going to move these out of the frame for just a minute. We'll come back to those. Oh, thanks for sharing the love. I appreciate it, Joanne. So, I'm gonna use another new friend that I absolutely love. Have you guys gotten this yet? Oh my god, I am just so in love with this little guy. This is the mini Stampin' and Cut and Emboss machine. It is on my table 24/7. This is my go-to from now on. So I'm gonna take the word "you" that I cut, and I'm gonna take. There was 3 different sizes of these rectangle banners that came in that same die set, the same Always die set. And we're going to cut out the word "you." So put that aside because we got one more thing to cut here. And before I cut the next one, I'm going to take an adhesive sheet. I just happen to have an older one here. Okay, so the word "love," this is the word "love" that came in the kit. I'm going to put it on an adhesive sheet because I found that it was the, after I do the die cutting on this one, it was the least messy way to adhere it to the card. So I just stuck it, this is like a sticker, it's a double-sided sticker. Peel that right off. Now the whole thing is sticky right now, so I'm just going to trim off. I'm going to use my trimmers, my snips. I'm going to trim off around the edges of that, the sticky part, so that it doesn't stick to my plates because I'm going to die cut it. And I found that it's pretty forgiving, so it doesn't have to be exactly on there. If you leave this, it's sticky side up right now, and if you leave it, it gets sticky on your plates, and that ends up getting messy. Ask me how I know this. It's my job to make mistakes so you don't have to, and that was one I learned the hard way. Okay, that's good enough. Now, I'm going to take that, the thin word love. So remember that the Always Die set had two widths of the word love. There was the outer width, and then there's the thin one. So I'm going to take the thin one. I'm going to line it right up exactly over the print on the word love here. This is how much this matches that die set right here. That's how perfect a match it is. I love it. Get it? Love, but be careful on this step that you don't shift your die when you're putting that on there. And then run it through. It is a beautiful script. I totally agree, Melanie. Just love it. Okay. So now, two things happen. Okay. We have an outie and an innie. No, we're not talking about belly buttons. We have an outline of the word love, and then we have in the inside, this comes in two pieces. The L is separate from the OVE. And then we have, look at how perfect that was, right? So let's just put those two aside for a minute. One more thing is that wider shadow of the word love. We are going to bring in this. This is the panel that I cut out of the stitched rectangle die that is eventually going to be a frame on the card. But why waste all that inside when we can cut stuff out of it? Especially since it's so beautiful. Definitely shouldn't be hidden. Boom. Okay, so now we have the wide version, and we're going to hide that so no one's even going to see that it was there. Okay. So now we've got, remember, these are stickers. They're sticky on the back. And we'll peel off that backing. And I did do this originally with the seal adhesive. Like I applied it with seal because I apply everything with seal. And I just found it was too messy. And I felt like I really liked the adhesive sheet better. Okay, so looks like I've got a little break in the E there, but that's okay. I can totally fix that as we're sticking that together. And now I'm just sticking it over the foil piece that we just cut because the die was made to go together. Okay, there we go. It is cool, right? Super cool. Now we have these pieces right here that we also cut out, and these are also sticky. So I'm going to stick those to the heart. So we'll use both. Nothing goes to waste here. I've got a big L. And then we'll peel the backing off of this. Oh, thanks, Jane. She says she loves the tutorials. Thank you. That made my day. I am putting this at a little bit, maybe too much of a diagonal. I'm putting it at a little bit of a diagonal, but maybe not quite that much. Let's go this. There we go. Okay, and then I'll take some I got mini glue dots here. We'll take those and use them on the word U that we cut from that little rectangle banner piece that was in the Always Die set. I'll put that right down there on the heart. So we've used both pieces now of the word love that I've cut out, both the outline and the inside. All right, so now I'm going to take these panels. I'll just push those aside for just a second. So these are the inner panels that I cut with the rectangle dies. And just a note, if you don't have the stitched rectangle dies, it's okay. They are one of the easiest dies to recreate with the paper trimmer. So on that free PDF that is on this resource page, linked in this video's description, You will also find the measurements for these pieces if you didn't have that die. So you could do either way with that. So don't feel like, oh, you know, if you're using a die, I can't do it. That's not the case. You can totally improvise here. So easy to just cut a rectangle, right? Okay, so now I want 2 of each of these. So they were black scalloped banners that came. I want 2 of each size. Actually, I guess I only need 1 of the smaller one. So they're black, but they were white on one side, right? So actually, that's not true. Do I need? Yeah, I think I do need both. I do need 2. Okay. Boom. All right. Let's bring in my trusty bestie silicone mat. We are going to go ahead and use some seal adhesive. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that on the bottom. And just so I got it exactly right, I flipped it over so I could see. Now this smaller scallops, just a hair too short for this particular panel. But don't worry, because we can fix it. We can fix anything. So I took this little extra scrap and just pieced it right in there. And if you wanted to, at the end, you can put something over it, put a ribbon there, put a embellishment there or something else so that it hides that. And then we're going to do the same thing with the striped blushing bride piece. The only difference here is that I'm flipping it over and using the white side. So we're actually going to put adhesive on this, on the black side. Aw, thanks so much. I'm glad you guys love the cards. All right, so again with the smaller strip that also came in there, gonna do the same thing. Well, you silly adhesive, you cannot go on the front. Am I the only one that talks to their cards when they? Do you ever do that? You're all like, no, you've lost it. That's okay. I might have lost it today. It's just one of those days. All right, same thing here. I'm just gonna piece in. Oops, fix that. Wasn't quite on the bottom edge there. There we go. Okay. So we got that one little pieced in, and then we'll snip that off. Now, if you wanted to, which I did do on my originals, and I'm not going to do it on these, but you guys will get the idea. If you wanted to, before you cut these out, you can do this panel before you cut it out with the stitched rectangle. And then you can take that die after and place it on here and run it through. And when you do that, it will give the stitching all the way around on the top. So we have stitching on the sides right now, but it would also give you the stitching on the top. So on my originals, I did do that. So you can see the stitching right here on the top of the black panel. But it also looks good, clean. So I'm just going to continue on as is. Now it's time for some assembly, and we're going to have some fun. We can always have fun, right? You're like, it's always fun. It's always a good time. First, let's go ahead and put our card base pieces together. So we got these two. I'm going to use some seal to attach that bottom piece. Thank you, Denise. Thanks for she admitted I'm not. She also talks to her cards. It's not just me. And her glue. I guess I'm going to go ahead and stick these two panels down on the card bases. Now again, we've already cut the word love out of the middle of this one, but that's okay. Because it's going to be hidden. All right, you guys, I'm sorry. You have to see this. And I don't have a camera that I can turn down, so give me 1 second. I have it's feeding time for Spencer. I don't usually come on this late. So he's down at he's scratching at my leg right now like, Mama, it's time to eat. What are you doing? Why are you talking to all these people when you should be feeding me? So he's killing me. He's down here scratching on my leg like, don't ignore me. I'm hungry. You guys get that going on too? I love it though. I do love that little guy. All right, we'll continue on. And then I will go feed little Spencer. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut off the bottom of that mailbox. There we go, because I want that mailbox in 2 different pieces when I attach it. So these are going to be attached with dimensionals. All of these are going to be attached with dimensionals, and I feel like I'm missing a piece here. No? Do I have it all? Okay. And just peel the backings off of that. Oh, Spencer feels the love. Thanks, guys. Now, I did not put dimensionals on the back of the mailbox because I'm going to do something really cool with it. But you could put them on the back there if you wanted to. So we're going to go ahead and attach. Oops, I just did that backwards. That's what happens when I do 2 at the same time. Pay attention. Do we have it? No, we don't really have it. Okay. One down. One's going to need a couple of more. Alright, so the heart, oops, you know what, there was one more thing I wanted to do here. I wanted to take that ribbon, I'm going to see if I can slide it underneath here. I think I can. I wanted to tie this ribbon onto the front here. And if you love these paper pumpkin projects, and you love paper pumpkin, whether you're new or whether you've been subscribing to them for years, I have a new program called PPX, and every month that you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin through me or one of the PPX crew members, you will automatically get from me 6 alternate videos. So this is not included in the 6, so this actually makes 7 alternate videos. So different projects to make with every single Paper Pumpkin. So if you have subscribed to me this month, with me this month for the January kit, you are automatically going to get these 6 PPX videos, and they will be sent to you on February 1st, so you can look forward to that. Just one other way I like to say thank you, and I love to say thank you with inspiration. I love to help you use, get ideas for using your products and using them in ways that you wouldn't have thought to do. So I'm just putting some seal adhesive on the back of the mailbox post, and then the word love is going to go underneath that. Now, here's my little something special. I'm using wobblers, little wobbles. I do have on the resource page for this video, if you click over to it, it's linked in this video's description, where I found these. I actually got them on Amazon. If you don't have them, you can also just put a dimensional on the back of the mailbox. But there is one little cool thing that these do when you use them. Wait for it. I feel like Stampin' Up needs to start carrying wobblers. I feel like I'm addicted to them lately. They're sticky on both sides. So when we put our mailbox on there, it wobbles. Oh, that is so cute. I can't stand it. I can't. I love it. Okay, so these are my two alternate projects for this this month for the January paper pumpkin. And I also, if you've missed the beginning, you can bounce over to that and check out how to make the original ones. Before you go though, I've got that Love You Always suite that we used, that I used to coordinate with this paper pumpkin. I have that Forever Foil kit that I mentioned. Today is the deadline to sign up for it. But if you want to see the cards that go in that kit, I brought them. So the kit makes it makes 8 cards total, and it makes 2 Love You Always boxes. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this whole suite is just absolutely gorgeous, right? So look at these cards. I can't even. Everything this kit makes is beautiful, and it's a great deal. You can, oh, this isn't one of them, but it is something that's from that kit. The foil that we just used that's in this kit, the designer paper, the specialty paper that matches everything. It's all that word love again. And here's some more pieces to it, and it's just in time for Valentine's Day. So these are the cards that the kit makes. Oh, right? Love it. So if you're interested in that, you can, this is something I put together. This is a kit that I created, and it is only available through today. So be sure to go to stampwithtami.com to order that. And there's 3 different options. Again, beautiful cards, and I hope that you have loved our alternate projects. Again, if you're new, be sure to subscribe to this channel, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, so you don't miss out. And also, you might want to check out, especially if you love these kits and you love projects and inspiration, you might want to check out my VIP club, where I do exclusive classes every month, 2 classes a month. We have over 20 bonus tutorials every month in my VIP site that is free to members of my club, and it's a great way to get free products. We have drawings every month. It's a lot of fun. It's a big old party. So that, again, stampwithtami.com, and I hope that you've enjoyed this class. Thanks for joining me. Linda and I will be back on Tuesday. Originally we were going to be Friday, but we've moved it to Tuesday because it's a busy week. In addition to, we have a demonstrator meeting tomorrow, our Stamp It group. And on Saturday is our blog hop. So I'll be back here with my blog hop class, where I'll be using the other suite that matches this paper pumpkin kit. And that's Snailed It. Not going to want to miss that one. I will look forward to seeing you then. Have a great rest of your week.